Kia ora, ko Kim Tukuingawa. I'm the Community Education Manager here at Sustainability Trust, and I'm sat with Polly.
Kia ora, ko Polly Griffiths Tukuingwa. I'm Sustainability Manager at Sustainability Trust. Today we're going to be talking to you about our repair stations. But before that, we're going to talk a bit about Sustainability Trust and our Repair Ed program. So we're going to hide our faces for the rest of the presentation, but you'll hear our voices and we'll pop up at the end to say goodbye. So we're a Wellington social enterprise in its 20th year, and Sustainability Trust's vision is a just and sustainable low carbon future. And we're on a mission to create sustainable, healthy homes for our community, to support them to take climate change action and to nurture their relationship with Papatuanuku. All our profits support our community programs like the Wellington Curtain Bank, providing repurposed curtains to around 450 households a year, Toast Electric, an energy retailer reducing electricity costs for struggling householders, and Warm Fuzzies providing support for householders with health-related housing issues. And we're also part of national networks, the Environment Hub's Aotearoa, Zero Waste Network, and Community Energy Network. So we've been running Repair Ed, our repair education program, since International Repair Day in October 2021. It connects our communities to actions we can take to mitigate climate change through the repair of our stuff, from clothing to electronics, keeping them in circulation and out of landfill. We provide opportunities for people of all ages and backgrounds to be social, connect with their community, share skills and learn. And we do this through our repair cafes, skills workshops, supporting other groups, a tool lending library and our repair stations. And we're now coordinating around 50 skilled volunteers. So that's really Kim doing all of that, not me. And in 2 years have run workshops for nearly 400 people and fixed around 400 items.
So our repair stations are where our community can come and use repair tools and sewing machines for no cost. The repair stations double down by helping to keep stuff in circulation and by ensuring repair tools and repair resources need only be purchased once and made accessible to everyone. The repair stations are located in our eco centre, which is in Te Aro, the heart of Wellington City. There are 2 repair stations for electrical repair, 1 for sewing, and a test and tag station for just in case. The equipment for our repair stations came from funding from Nico Foundation. We believe that collaboration is the key to all kinds of success, and the design of our repair stations came by having good conversations with the team at Wellington City Council Tip Shop, who test and tag and repair electrical equipment. They were very, very important to the health and safety setup for us. We also spent some time speaking with the team at Make Room. That's a make space based in Wellington, who offer programs to children and adults interested in learning and building on their STEM. Our experience from running our own repair sessions and repair cafes was also instrumental, and the knowledge from our incredibly talented and very awesome volunteers. So when it came to putting the repair stations together, we put quite a bit of thought into it. We did had a lot of conversations with a lot of different people again, and we came up with some of the more important tools that needed to be accessible for people to tinker. Some of those tools were the third hand, which is a fantastic way to hold on to small bits and bobs while soldering. Obviously the soldering iron and some soldering equipment to go with that. We also decided that the static mats or the silicon static mats were a very good idea to ensure that all of the little screws and whatnot stayed in one place. We put in some fantastic lighting, LED magnifiers, And we also have the extractor fan for the fumes produced by the solder. Because we're in quite a large building, it was quite obvious quite quickly that we just needed the small extractor fans and nothing too substantial. So repair accessibility, we also had to put a bit of thought into this. We only have 2 repair stations, so how can we make that work if this was to become a really super awesome, popular thing for people to do? How can we make sure that it was available when people needed it? We'll be putting together a booking system for Repair Station 1. And the idea will be you can book it for 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours, and work on your project. And Repair Station number 2 will remain available for drop-ins and walk-ins for our community that don't always use devices to book things. The repair station health and safety, again, super important. We really wanted to get that right. So we started with our organisation's health and safety, or how can we ensure that what we're doing here at the Trust is ensuring safety for the user. So we considered that and putting together an electrical safety policy, which we've done. We used a policy that is currently being used by our community shed in Auckland, and we adapted that to be reflective of our organisation. We have put in RCD and surge protection power boards to ensure that if something was to go wrong, it can pop at the power point source. And the main switchboard, we needed to check over and ensure that that was fit for purpose. We had our electrical team have a look at that and ensure that all of our health and safety was covered there. And finally, we needed to ensure that every time someone was using a tool, it was maintained. So our test and tag is on a rotation of 6 months, whereas items like this could often be tested and tagged yearly. Then we looked at our our user health and safety, and that comprises of a physical induction, first and foremost, personal protective equipment, or PPE, is on hand. We have some current limiting devices. We have clear safety signage, and again, very importantly, supervision on the day.
So just returning to our why of why we created these repair stations, you'll have gathered by now that we love to repair things. It's a great way to reduce the amount of waste we produce, but by repairing when we can, we're also saving money and the planet at the same time. We think it's one of the easiest ways we can all take action on climate change, and it's a great way to upskill. We created the repair stations so that repair can be accessible to even more people outside of those times when repair cafes are on, because the format of repair cafes won't be for everyone, and because some people have the skills but they don't have access to the tools or maybe the space to repair where they live.
So a couple of cool little stories. We recently had some university students touch base with us about a plug that was broken on their vacuum cleaner. They soon realized that it was actually a lot cheaper to go buy a new vacuum cleaner than have the plug replaced. So they contacted us to ask what we could do. Our next repair cafe is on November 11th, which was too far away. So then we suggested they come in and learn how to replace their own plug on their own vacuum cleaner using our repair stations and some supervision by me. They're ecstatic. They're going to come in, get it sorted, and that is a really awesome little story to share with you. The second story, backing again that accessibility, would be we're working with a repair cafe called The Fixery, run out of Te Tuimahana Apartments. And we have one chap who comes along there pretty much for the social aspect, but he got really excited when he heard that we were putting together repair stations that he could come in and visit, spread his stuff out, use the equipment, because of his small flat doesn't have the space for a work table. So there's two really awesome little stories we can share, and we're super excited to get these repair stations fully underway.
So what's next for us? We've got the repair station set up, and now we're doing some piloting, testing, and getting feedback from initial users. We've also been gradually working towards repair tool library for our Aotearoa site for sewing machines, soldering irons, and other basic repair tools. We have been lending those out, but we want to create some booking systems, which means we can do that even more easily. We're going to carry on working on how we resource the repair stations with our volunteers and staff, and we're really looking forward to hopefully being able to open our eco centre again next year for more than 1 day a week. So we're sorry that we can't be there in person to chat with you and answer your questions, but we do have some questions for you that would help us, and Kim's going to get those up for me. So perhaps Brigitte will facilitate a Q&A with the group, or you can put some things in chat, or you're welcome to contact us directly with your thoughts on these questions. We wonder how you think we can encourage a wide sector of our community to come into our space to use these resources. We want everyone to feel welcome to use this space. How do you think do you think there are other resources or health and safety systems that we should be building in based on what you've learned about today? And also, what would you, the repair community, like us to share from the development of our repair stations that could help more places like this be established? So there's our email address at the bottom of the slide, advice@sustaintrust.org.nz. That goes to both me and Kim. So one of us will reach out and get in touch with you if you drop us a line, and we look forward to connecting with more of you in the future. Enjoy the rest of the summit and speak to you soon.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.